Hello and welcome to Katrina's Creations. This is the Wednesday edition and we are doing a soap sack tutorial. Now you may wonder, what is a soap sack? You put in nice soap. You could sell this at a craft fair or you can give it for gifts or use it for yourself. But you put soap in it. You can tuck it in a drawer if you want to use it as a sachet to help things smell nice. But most of the time you use it in the shower or bath. And because this is made with a cotton yarn, it makes it like a scrubby, basically. And you just can lather up and get a nice lather with it. And then you can just rinse it out when you're done and hang it off to the side till it dries. Yes, so here is our tutorial for soap sacks. So supplies that you are going to need to make this is a cotton yarn or a cotton blend. This is just some leftover comfy cotton blend that I made a sweater with, but it does need to have cotton in it, a substantial amount of cotton. You can use worsted weight. This is like a light worsted. Pair of scissors, and the crochet hook that I am using is a 6mm, which is also a J or a size 10. So let's get started. This does not have you don't have to sew it together at the end. It's going to be complete when you finish your last row. So no sewing needed to sew up any seams. So you're going to put a slip knot on, and you are going to chain 11. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Now I stick my finger right here and hold that loop and then chain 3 more. 1, 2, 3. This is your chain up. Now you're going to do a double crochet into that stitch that you pinched with your finger. So that gives you 2 posts. You're going to double crochet into the remaining 10 stitches going across, so you will have a total of 12 posts when you finish. I moved a little closer so that the focus would be a little bit better. It's 4, 5, 'So if you now have finished going all the way across that foundation chain, you want to count and make sure that you have a total of 12 posts. So either your chain up in 11 double crochets. Now right here at this last stitch, you're going to put 2 additional double crochets into it. This particular double crochet will form your side. And now we're going to start up the opposite side. This is the bottom of your chain. So we're going to put a 3rd double crochet into that same stitch. So this counts as 1. Now I tend to, as I crochet, I tend to crochet the tail right into it as I go. So there is 1, and now because you're crocheting, like I said, This is your foundation stitch. You're actually going to be crocheting along the bottom. So your stitch that you're going into is not going to look quite the same. So we have one in there. Here is two. Let me pull this up so you can see. You can kind of see a little hole right here where they crisscross. That's the spot that you're going to be going into. So there's three. Four. You could weave the tail in later, but I just find it's just easier to do it at the same time. So I just hold it and loop actually around it, as you can see here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 10, 11, and now I'm coming to that last stitch, which is where I began my first chain up. So I now have the 12th one in that same stitch location. I'm going to add one more double crochet, which helps to form the side. Now before you join, count. You should have a total of 26, so it'd be 12 for each side, so that's 24, and then one extra one, so you should have 26. As long as you have 26, then you're going to join your stitches. Okay, now we'll look at what we have. This is actually forming the bottom of the soap sack. This is the actual seam at the bottom. And it looks nice and neat and crisp, but you haven't had to sew anything. Now we're going to begin row 2. And this row that we're going to do now will be repeated until you have a total of 11 rows. So we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to do a double crochet in each stitch all the way around. So you should have a total of 25 double crochets plus the chain up, which would be 26. So you're going to go all the way around. Now I'm getting ready to join, so I do want to go through and count all of the posts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25. So I'm going to do my last chain double crochet into this stitch here for 26, and I'm going to join to the chain up. Now you can see that it is starting to form the little pocket that your soap goes into. So don't be worried that this looks too small, because it actually isn't, because cotton is very stretchy. And your average bar of soap is 3 inches by 3 3/4 inches. Some handmade soaps are a little bit bigger than that, but your average single bar of soap is 3 inches by 3 3/4. So you are going to repeat this row that you just did, row 2, you're going to repeat it until you have, you're going to repeat it 9 more times. So by the time you finish, you should count this as 1, 2, and then 9 more. You will have a total of 11 rows. So if you want to pause the video until you complete that 11th row, then we will come back. So I have completed all 11 rows at this point. You can see here's my beginning. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I've just joined it that last time, tied it off, and wove in, you can see right here where I did it, I wove in the tail of the yarn. So the soap sack part is done, but you still need to make the drawstring. So in order to do that, you are going to chain 45 stitches. So you can see I need to trim off this little tail here where I've woven it in. Now what you're going to do, and you don't need a crochet hook for this or anything, you're going to pick the center of your sack, which would be right about here, and you are going to start just weaving this in and out of that top row. Now if you're making this for a gift, you can use more expensive soap. If you're using this for a craft sale, which is what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to go to the Dollar Tree, and they sell some nice soaps like Yardley for $1.25. It's called the Dollar Tree, but it's the 5-quarter store. Anyway, it's $1.25, and so I will use those, and I usually include a bar of soap with it because I think it makes a nice little gift set for whoever's purchasing it. So I've gone all the way around now. I'm just going to even my drawstring out, and I can put the soap in and then just tie it in a nice little bow here, just like that. And you have your soap sack. You also, if you wanted to do something a little fancier, you could use ribbon and put through here. Just make sure that it's a cotton ribbon and that it's not in a color that's going to bleed, because that wouldn't work well. But I just make them out of the same material that the soap sack is made out of, and just tie it in a pretty little bow like that. And it's ready to go. So if you found this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you again on Saturday. Thanks for watching. Bye everybody.